All right, everybody, and welcome back to part 4 of the Ultimate Christianity Iceberg. I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support on my recent videos, and also happy Lent to everyone watching. Now, before this video actually starts though, there are some comments that I'd like to address. So someone said, yo, is that hand cream on your table in the background? Now, I don't usually, entertain these comments, but, I'm just going to help whoever this individual out is. This is actually Vaseline Cocoa Radiant 48-hour moisture, prevents dryness. All right, this is very good for your skin. Not sponsored by it, as you guys can probably tell. Anyways, with all that out the way, let's finally get into this video. So the first entry we have is Melchizedek. Now, Melchizedek has to be one of the most mysterious figures in the Bible. Many people will say that he's Shem, the son of Noah. A whole lot of people will also say that he was Jesus. Basically, where he's found in the Bible is Genesis chapter 14, verses 18 to 20. Basically, this is when Abram at the time, when he was blessed by Melchizedek. Verse 18 says, "And King Melchizedek of Salem brought out bread and wine. He was priest of God Most High, blessed him and said, Blessed be Abraham by God Most High, maker of heaven and earth. Blessed be God Most High, who has delivered your enemies to your hand." Now, this gets even more confusing when you go over to Hebrews chapter 7, which basically describes Melchizedek. And it says, "This King Melchizedek of Salem, priest of the Most High God, met Abraham as he was returning from defeating the kings and blessed him. And to him Abraham appointed 1/10 of everything, his righteousness. Next, he is also king of Salem, that is king of peace, without father, without mother, without genealogy, having neither beginning of days nor end of life, but resembling the Son of God, he remains a priest forever." So, with all that, do with that what you will. You guys just let me know who really is Melchizedek. And if you guys have heard any other theories, make sure you guys let me know. Now, next entry we got is Christianity is polytheistic. Now, if you don't know what polytheistic means, basically polytheistic means that it's a religion that has more than one God, like a pantheon, for example. Now, even though, as I believe as well, Christianity is often classified as a monotheistic, a lot of people, when looking at the Trinity and trying to understand the Holy Trinity, will often say that it's polytheistic, because how can 3 equal 1? Now, a lot of other people will also say that Christianity is henotheism, basically where there's one supreme deity with many lower deities who are representing him. And also with the Catholics venerating saints, you could also see how it kind of dips its toe into polytheism. However, there are many instances in the Bible. I even have some written down. Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4, the Lord is one. Isaiah 45:5, there's no God besides me. But this debate still goes on. Now, the next topic is Jesus didn't actually exist. Now, there's a theory that the entire story of Jesus and everything about him was actually just bits and pieces taken out of pagan traditions. I know some names here is Dionysus, Mithras, and Horus. These are all gods that come from old mythologies, Dionysus being from Greek and Horus being Egyptian. However, this argument gets completely shut down because there's historical evidence that was written by an ancient Jewish historian named Josephus. This is around 93 AD, which mentions Jesus in a passage, the term testimonium Flavianum, in which it says it's in book 18, chapter 3. I do not know if this citation is correct. There's also another Roman historian named Tacitus, who also references Christ's execution under Pontius Pilate. And the fact that Paul, who almost written the entire New Testament, actually met people who have met Jesus and who've touched Jesus and who have seen him with their own eyes. Now, the next entry we got is, was the flood local? I'm guessing this entry is basically around how, was Noah's flood a global event, or was it just something that happened locally? Now, Genesis 6-9 describes it as being able to cover up all the mountains, or this could have just been the area just around Mesopotamia. Now, many studies have actually been done, and it shows that in the Tigris and Euphrates area, there was actually have been a lot of floods around the 2900 BCE era. On top of that, there's also the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is a similar story, which probably means that these stories probably came from a real event. In Genesis chapter 7 verse 20 says that the waters rose 15 cubits above the mountains. However, if we really think about it, if you were living during that time, honestly, I feel like whatever region you're in, you'd probably just think that that's the whole world. So if you saw water, clearing up all these mountains, you probably think that the whole world is gonna end. All right, next up we got the Bible is not in its original form. Now, it is commonly stated that the Bible isn't preserved well. However, in 1947, when the Dead Sea Scrolls were found, researchers conducted these studies and showed that they are actually accurate to the Bibles we have today. And there's also, or it is said that there is also many variations. Now, I myself have never actually delved deep into the Dead Sea Scrolls and actually done the studies myself. However, make sure you guys let me know in the comments if I'm missing anything and what you guys really think. Okay, last up, we have cherubim and seraphims. Now, cherubim and seraphims are angels. However, they're not the angels you're thinking of. Not the cute angels or like the angels that look human. They're actually morphed animals. I mean, at least the cherubims are. In Ezekiel chapter 1, verses 4 to 14, it describes a cherubim with 4 faces of a lion, ox, eagle, and man. On the other hand, cherubims are also kind of guardians. Again, it was a cherubim that was sent to guard the Garden of Eden. Now, just a little theory I have. What if these biblically accurate angels are what these depictions of old gods or very ancient creatures come from? Now, if you can't tell by the pictures I'm showing, these angels would look really scary at first sight. This is also supported by the fact that every angel encountered in the Bible, the first thing they say is, "Do not be afraid." And now seraphims, on the other hand, they come from Isaiah chapter 6, verse 2, where it's shown that they have 6 wings and they are constantly praising God. If I'm correct, where the prayer, "Holy, holy, holy is your name," apparently these angels are so close to God that they are burning, and the only thing they can muster to say is, "Holy, holy is your name, O God." And that's it for part 4 of the Ultimate Christianity Iceberg. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment down below any thoughts. With all that out the way, have a happy Lent, and may God be with you all.